All right, welcome back, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Love Yourself First Oracle, where I deliver daily oracles for each zodiac sign. Not too long, not too dry out. Just miss here we get to the day, the night, the evening, the weekend, whenever it is that you're in my channel. Grand rising, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for all my A1 day ones. Thank you for those who just subscribed. Hey Queen, hey King, hey. Thank you for those who watch the channel but haven't subscribed yet. Make sure y'all hit the like or leave a comment for me. Hey Queen, hey King, hey. And thank you for those who subscribe to the channel but unsubscribe from the channel but still watch the channel. You can be led to the water but can't nobody make you drink it. At the end of the day, people have been telling you all your life. You need to make sure you take care of yourself. You need to stop taking advantage of people. You need to start watching how you talk to people. You need to do what you need to do for them kids. You need to put money back for rainy days. You need to stop thinking you know everything. You need to stop reacting how you react to things. And guess what you do? What you want to do. Why? Because you grown. But when you grown and you're old enough and you know better, you should want to do it better. Exactly. And over here on my channel, that's what we make sure we do, okay? Self-love and self-care is not selfish when you point it to everybody else. It ain't no way you out here giving out 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or even 100% and you accepting the bare minimum. Make it make sense. I said, we just gonna see what's going on with your energy, what's going on in your energy. Of course, we're gonna start out with the self-care message first. Why? Well, what's the name of the channel? Love yourself first. We're gonna always check in with yourself first. Now, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I got my hot tea. Oh, honey, that's hot. Oh, oh. That was hot. All right, Sagittarius, let's get these. All right, Sagittarius Collective. I am loved just for being who I am. So you are loved just for being who you are, baby. Don't be trying to change up. Don't be trying to go overboard. Don't be trying to do extra stuff. No, you are loved just for being who you are. Sagittarius single. Sagittarius single. Sagittarius single. Don't be afraid to be great, Sagittarius singles. You are loved just for being who you are. Don't be afraid to be great. I am patient. I am kind. Let's be patient and kind with ourselves. Let's be patient and kind with other people. Be the reason someone smiles today. Your potential has no limit. Let your dreams be your wings. Breathe in love and breathe out hate. Breathe in love, breathe out hate, and be the reason someone smiles today. And your potential has no limit, baby. It has no limit. Nothing can dim the light that comes from within. Okay, so don't allow no one to dim your light, Sagittarius. If you cross watching for it, Sagittarius, don't let nobody dim your light, baby. You are loved just for being who you are. All right, now let's get into it. Cue the music, DJ. Cue the music. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get the cards out first. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. I'm trying not to have it so loud to where they do be like that. But you never know, okay? Like I said, we're just gonna see what's going on in y'all energy. Sagittarius. Okay. Mm. Hold on, let me grab this cover, Joe. Have done you wrong. Who will sing a song to show you they love you? Mm. Why y'all keep on hitting the floor? Mm. When I see you with your friends under my breath, all I can say is, y'all got a lot going on over here. Hold on. The ones that's in the mail. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through it. It's a lot though. But I'm gonna go through it. Hold on. Mm. All right, so y'all gotta have the patience now. You gotta have patience. You gotta have patience. Mm. All right, singles. All right, so like it says, I'm gonna get a sip of my tea. Get a sip of my tea, honey. Okay, so it says, I am loved just for being who I am, and don't be afraid to be great. Now, some of y'all got a man holding a heart in your energy. Okay, he's holding a heart. Like this might be somebody who got your heart. Instead of breaking your heart, because that song just came on. Quit breaking my heart. You know, so, and it's like You're trying to find balance. You want to find balance within this certain situation or whatever you might have going on. But it's like, hey, don't be afraid to be great. Excuse me, y'all. Don't be afraid to be great. It's time for you to start making better movement, better choices, better decisions, because you're always indecision about something. Always indecision about something. Should I take this route? Should I go this route? If you've been taking the same route, been doing the same thing, it's time for you to take a different route in order to find this balance. Sometimes you gotta put yourself first. My throat all of a sudden itchy. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes you gotta put yourself first. Okay? So with these movement choices and decisions, of course it's gonna come with financial and material change. It's gonna come with it. Okay? But at the same time, you need to know once you make the right decision, and you're like, oh, which one is the right decision? Which path haven't you taken? Which route haven't you taken? What have you not done differently in order to get to where you're trying to get to, or in order to do what you're trying to do, in order to have this prosperity beginning? What have you not done differently? And then that's your answer. Whatever you ain't done differently, it's time for you to do it differently. Okay? And stop letting this temptation come in. Probably this man that's holding his heart. The probably this man that got your heart. That stuff coming in instead of breaking and stepping on it, telling them how they gonna do right by you and JoJo, how you not gonna cheat no more, how you not gonna do this. There could be Queen King too, how she ain't gonna do this no more, how she gonna love you, how she wanna love you, how she gonna be there for you, how she gonna hold you, how she gonna support your dreams, how she gonna rub your feet when you get off. But at the same time, ain't no temptation. It's temptation. Instead of testing you. Instead of testing your boundaries. Instead of testing as far as, okay, you say you want something. You say you got this much respect for yourself. You say you ain't going to tolerate this. You say you ain't going to deal with this. You say you're going to start making better decisions. You say you're going to start doing right by you. You say you ain't going to let nobody come in and do this or do that. But temptation still seems to get in the way. The temptation still seems to pull you from the light. It still pulls you from the light. It's time for you to find balance. It's time for you to either choose your career, choose this man with a heart that's holding a heart, choose choose something that you are passionate about, or just let God order your steps in His words, baby. It's up to you at the end of the day. But if I was you, I get to get the answers as far as what I need. Okay, seek God, seek Jesus. Lord, give me some type of sign to let me know if should I take this route or should I take that route. Lord, let me know if I should leave this person alone, if I should stop, giving my all up into the situation. Like half of the time, we already know the answers and you just want confirmation for the answer, but you already know the answers. Sometimes you got to start going off your best judgment. Sometimes you got to start looking at your trials and tribulations and like, okay, I know back then I chose this route and I did this right here and it got me nowhere. Okay, sometimes you got to start looking at the experience that you are going through. Sometimes in order to have balance, you got to be by yourself. Okay, sometimes in order to have balance, you got to have other people out of your energy. Sometimes in order to have the prosperity to begin for you, you got to start making better choices and decisions. You got to start showing up for you. Don't be afraid to be great. Like I said, this could be a man that's holding his heart. That could be, he could be good. He could be. And he might come in with prosperity. He might come in and give you that balance that you look for. He might come in and start having you look at certain things to have this positive movement, choices and decisions that you got. He probably come in and help you as far as when you go through this financial and material change. He or she. It could be that, but at the end of the day, I ain't getting that. What I'm getting is you need to find balance. You got a man that's holding the heart. Just a lot of temptation around it. And it always got you up in your head. And You know, probably if you cut this off or stop talking to this person, material financial change is gonna occur. But it is what it is. Don't be afraid to be great, baby. You are loved just for being who you are. You're going to get what it is that your heart desires. You just got to find a balance. You got to start learning from your mistakes. You got to start learning from the trials and tribulations you are going through. You got to start learning as far as, is this going to be a right movement for me? Do this benefit me? Where do I see myself for business decision or choices or movements that I'm making? Where do I see me? Okay? Like I say, you got to start doing better when it come down to these decisions. You got to start doing better when it come down to fighting these temptations, fighting these people with the heart, acting like they got hard for you and they just, they'll stress you out. Okay? Gotta be a little secret because Secret Cup just came on. She never gets in the million years that we got this thing going. Yeah, like, no. I tell her, hey, it's okay. If you want to be that, if you want to be a side piece, you want to be the little secret, that's fine. But don't go being committed to somebody who already got somebody. Don't go going overboard for somebody who already got somebody. They can go home and lay with somebody. You're going to be in your bed at night rubbing your feet together by yourself. So don't go making commitments to somebody who say they got your heart or who say, oh, I love you and this right here, I just got to. Actions speak better than words. Start making better movement, choice, and decision when it come down to things so you won't be all up in this financial and material change all the time. It's time for you to start doing right by you. It's time for you to start setting healthier boundaries. It's time for you to start meaning what you say. Don't be afraid to be great. Okay? Those in a relationship. Now, for one thing, you got this harmless partnership right here. Okay, y'all doing y'all thug dizzle. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all doing y'all thing. Okay? But for some of y'all gotta stand in y'all authority. Some of y'all gotta stand some of y'all gotta stand in their position. Like, I mean what I say. I'm patient, I'm kind. I mean what I say. I'm not finna keep on playing about certain things. Because right now, it's certain attachment that certain people got that might be in your energy or you got. Certain type of attachment or energy that you got around you. And it's like, hey, we need you to check that. We need you to calm down. I am patient, I am kind. We need you to stop being so rough with this person. We need you to stop being so rough with yourself. We need you to let go of some of these old attachments that you got. The memories of love. The memories of love as far as things that you have dealt with, as far as things you have done, as far as things, which fulfillments you have had, and if it was fulfilled and, things went a certain type of way because of another person that was in your environment, whatever the case might be. It is time for you to stand in your power when it comes down to these attachments and let it go. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Stop looking back in the past. The past is exactly what it is, the past. Can't change nothing about it, can't do nothing different about it. And then as far as that, it could be memory of loved ones that you didn't probably lost and they still got an attachment with you as far as that. You still don't know how to release your emotions about that. You still don't know how to cry about that. You still don't know how to, just come up out of that dark place when it comes down to losing them or just grief. But like I say, when you in a harmonious partnership, when you with somebody, you gotta be kind. You gotta be patient. You gotta understand that grief don't just go away overnight. It don't. It don't. So cry about it. Feel how you feel about it. Stop trying to hide it. Stop trying to hide it, but also let go of how it, you know, makes you react to certain things, how it makes you treat or act with certain people. Yes, you in your emotion. Yes, you feel some type of way. Yes, you lost about it, but you don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to be just so mean when it come down to certain things. Okay? You do got door to value up in here. You got money coming in. And you got wishes fulfillment that's coming in. So like I say, you got a harmonious connection, and it's like, yeah, this person stands in their authority figure. This person do what they do, or you do what you do when it come down to things. Yes, you got wish fulfillment coming in. Yes, you got daughter value coming in. But somebody is mean. They mean. They're an asshole. And they need to let go of certain things that they're attached to, certain people they're attached to, certain members they're attached to. It's time to let it go because it's like I say, when you bring in new and then you still holding on to the past, you still holding on to old things, gonna split over to the new, and guess what? You're gonna find yourself starting over again because you ain't never hear how you need to heal from what certain things that went on. Okay? Now for those who are in a marriage or long term committed relationship, baby, you got a lot going on now. Got a lot going on. Some of y'all went into a contract blindly. Some of y'all got in something blindly. Okay? Blind. Just didn't even know what was going on. Now y'all got so many cards out here, y'all. So just bear with me while I get it. Didn't know what was going on, but it's like, hey, even though you might be in this right here blindly, call on Archangel Michael so he can cut down things that no longer serve you, so he can remove things out of your way that no longer supposed to be in your life. Okay? Because the daughter spirit is here. All you gotta do is ask spirit. All you gotta do is ask God. There's two confirmation as far as that. The temple of past, daughter spirit and the temple of past. This is the temple of past. These are your spirit guys. These are your spirits right here. They're like, hey, ask us, come to us, so we can tell you what you need to be doing. But we can't tell you what you need to be doing because you ain't getting no rest. You need to rest and rejuvenate so we can give you these answers. Be the reason somebody else smile. Your potential has no limit. Breathe in love and exhale hate. Get your rest. Get your rest. Okay? You in too much mental conflict when it come down to something. Because guess what? You bored and discontent. Like I'm bored and discontent with this situation. What I really want to do is focus on me. I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my destiny. I want to start making better choices. I want to start following my intuition. And then for some of y'all, hey, with following intuition, it come down to do the woman. Shit, I want something different. I need somebody new. You ain't supportive. You don't encourage me. You ain't doing nothing but got me up in my head. I can't get no rest with you. I'm doing all this work. We always in this argument and disagreement. It's just too much going on. And then they always hit you with, oh, well, if you leave, if you do this right here, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell these people this. I'm going to let them know this. I'm going to let them know that you did this or did that, or we did this or we did that. Guess what? It is what it is. You grown, right? What you done did is what you done did. Feel how you feel, but you ain't gonna have me stuck here with you. And I don't want to be with you no more. I came into this contract blindly. You had me thinking that it was more than what it was gonna be. But it ain't been nothing but heartache, boredom, discontentment, can't get no rest, lies, cheating, deceit, just extra stuff. I chose wrong. I chose wrong. Now I want to work on my destiny. I chose wrong. Now I want to work on me. I chose wrong. Now I want to open the doors to somebody who really going to come in and give me what it is that I require. Okay? Now, like I say, it's a lot out here. Let me see if I can see any other type of way with this. Okay? Now we can put it as far as, hey, we got somebody who's deceptive in your energy. Somebody is deceptive in your energy. Point blank, period. Certain things you agreed to, certain things that you got into with this person wasn't being honest about it. They wasn't being honest about it at all. And you ignored your intuition when it came down to certain things. You ignored your intuition. Okay, but it say, hey, it's time for you to start choosing a little wisely, baby. It's time for you to start paying more attention to your intuition. It's time for you to start listening more to spirit. It's time for you to start asking God and your spirit guides what's the best movement for you. Because going off of your judgment and what you've been doing, hey, it ain't been getting you too far. Some been getting you far, but hey, some things ain't been getting you too far. And it's time for you to call on Archangel Michael. Call on Archangel Michael so he can release things that no longer serve you. Because you always in your head, always in the midst of conflict. Ain't never getting the type of rest you need to be getting. You're all bored and discontent. Like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing with me? I understand that I'm in this with this and all this, but what am I supposed to be doing with me? Destiny wise, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, you probably got your situation going, but what am I supposed to be doing? Now I'm talking about me. Okay? Sometimes you gotta leave certain situations in order to get to where you're trying to get to. Like I said, we got a daughter romance over here too. Y'all know y'all story, but don't make it fit if you know you got something good. Now, if you know you got something that, somebody been lying and being deceitful, they blindly bought you up in this, told you all these good, sweet wood tips, but the only thing you done had is heard and criticized. I always got you in your head. You're bored and discontent. You ain't getting the type of rest you need to be doing, and you over here like, damn, I should have listened to my intuition. I should have made a different move. I should have did this. I should have asked my spirit guide. I should have asked my angels. I should have, chose wise. And when it came down to things, I should have just worked on my career. I should have just did this for me. And it's like, hey, we live and we learn, right? But don't never be afraid to start over. Don't never be afraid to feel like it ain't nobody out there. My thing is certain people don't like to be single for so long. And then they get to thinking, oh, ain't nobody out there. This ain't out there. Yeah, they in the house just like you. They in the house just like you. They out there. But you got to be willing to set yourself free from certain things and certain people that no longer serve you. Stop sitting around, allowing people to play in your face. Stop sitting around and allowing jobs or just, you know, things play in your face. If you want to change your career, it's time for you to do that. Choose wisely when it comes down to it. Your potential has no limit. You can get it done. You just gotta put in the work. Like I say, you gotta cry before you walk. But this y'all miss. I do hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button.